Good morning, English 60 students. Today, we'll talk about processing and displaying the data. At this moment, I'm expecting you all have finished designing your questionnaire and you have already finished distributing the questionnaire and you are in the process of processing the data and doing the analysis. This is what we're going to talk today about. So, in processing the data and displaying the data, we will have two classes or two videos. The first one will focus only on processing your data, and then the second one will talk about how to display or the data and how to do the analysis. So let's start. Now, in qualitative and in quantitative study, usually we'll have the same system, but then we have different details. With all the data you receive, the first data you receive is called raw data. It means the data you did not change. You did no change on that one. And the way we are going to deal with it is that first we'll clean the data. Then step 2, we are going to do the coding. We'll code the data. And then step 3, we'll do the analysis. Okay? Now, doing the editing or cleaning, which is step 1, what does cleaning mean? Cleaning means that we have to make sure that the raw data, which is, as I told you, the data that it's not touched, they are clean, they are ready to be analyzed. In the sense, these data are complete. If the data is not completed, we can recall it from the respondents, or we can as well infer it from the different questions, or we can, as I said, go back to the respondent or listen to the interview again if it is a qualitative one. Now, what exactly the main ways how to make sure that how to clean? There are sometimes students who are not serious. They will do part of your questionnaire and the other part they will not do. So that questionnaire you should not involve. So whether you have to examine the answers to each questions or you see the respondents at all. If some of the questions are missing, for example, half of the questionnaire is missing, you can just delete that questionnaire. If not, then also you can see that some of the respondents are not serious. So once you have all the data clean and ready to be analyzed, the second step is you have to do coding. What is coding? Presume that you have a questionnaire with agree, disagree, and neutral, 3 choices. So you want to see each item, how students reacted to each and every one. So the best way is to do it manually or through computer. After doing the cleaning of data, you have to give codes. You have to give code to each and every response. And that will make it easier for you to make the answers. Example of code, for example, you remember this is a questionnaire. Here you put your statement. And then the choices you have, as I said, 3 choices. Just a simple example. You have agree, disagree, and then neutral or not sure. So what you will do is, for example, you think that you will give 1 to agree, 2 to neutral, and 3 to disagree. So it will be easier for you now. You have to do the calculation. It's be easier for you to analyze how many students got 1, how many got 2, how many students got 3. For an example, this is a questionnaire. you can see this is students questionnaire. Now the first statement, students, for example 10 students will answer this question, and then you want to see how many students said agree, how many students choose disagree, and how many students were not sure. So what you will do is that you will provide a code. So for example, any answer would agree, you will say 1, you will give it a code, and here 2, and here 3. For example, me, I have in this question I've choose here, then here, then here, and here. So, and then you have to calculate how many students out of 10 students selected, how many موافق, and how many students selected غير متأكد, and how many students selected غير موافق. And based on that, I will teach you later on how to do the analysis. Steps of coding. First, you have to develop a code book. As I said, that موافق is number 1, neutral is number 2, whatever choices you have. Then you have to test this coding, go and implement it, and then do the coding. All questionnaires should be shifted to only 1 page, and then verify the coding and think about your form of analysis, what type of analysis you will use. The analysis you will use should be specified in terms exactly, are you going to use what type of analysis you will use, what type the cross tabulation, what also the statistical procedures, العمليات الإحصائية that you will adapt. More I will give about this in the coming video as well. Now, statistical procedures, as I told you, we have frequency of distribution. باللغة العربية نسميهم توزع، كيف الإجابات متوزعة. How many students got A, how many students got B or 2, how many students got 3. So to see to give the percentage, if for example we want to do the percentage. The example that I have just shown to you, this one, 3 statements, for example. Okay, let's presume that I'm giving this to 10 students. Okay, so the 10 students, I will have to clean their data. I have already finished coding my the choices, so I have 3 choices, 1, 2, 3. Now what I will do is that I will see who answered. So I'll take students number 1, and I thought that this is his answers. Okay, and then students number 2, he has got a different answer. Students number 3, he chose this, then this, and this, and this. Students number 4, he has this answer. Students number 5, he has a different answer. Students number 6, okay, he chose this one, chose this one, chose this one. Now, for example, here he chose this one. Now it's already 4, so that will make a cross as it's 5. Okay, students number 6, no, he chose this one, and he chose this one, and he chose this one, and he chose this one. Students number 7, he chose this, 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 and this. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now this is just a way. Now I can tell how many students did answer each and every question. How many students choose موافق, that تعد اللغة الإنجليزية لغة سهلة. How many students choose. So this operation we call it frequency. What is frequency means? تكرارات. Okay, this is I'm saying how many students have chosen each and every answer. Good. Now moving to the second part of the research, which is the qualitative studies. In qualitative studies, we don't have numbers actually. We have ideas. So what you have to do, first we have to understand to identify the main themes. الأبعاد الرئيسية. Okay? Then we assign code to each theme. Then classify the respondent under each theme and try to integrate or explain the theme according to the respondents. In qualitative studies, there are many different ways of doing the analysis. In qualitative, we have content analysis, one. We have discourse analysis. We have different things. It could be course book or book analysis. We have conversation analysis. We have different, but the most common type used is this one, which is the content analysis, that we analyze the content of whatever people have said about any topic. Clear? Excellent. So what I want you to understand today, that the data analysis starts from editing, which is cleaning your data, then we go to coding, and then we do the analysis. In editing, which is cleaning your data, coding, we have two different codes. We have coding, developing a theme in the quantitative or qualitative. What do you think? It's in the qualitative studies or qualitative research. In quantitative research, we have to think about the code, then we have to test the code, and we have also to do the coding and then start analysis. Now analysis, what we are going to talk tomorrow about. Tomorrow we'll discuss how we can do the analysis. We have content analysis. Again, content analysis is linked with your qualitative, and in quantitative we have the descriptive analysis. Clear? I wish you all the best. Hope that you can understand how we can process the data. What I want you to go and read your course book. You find very useful information here. Okay, and thanks for your listening. I wish you all the best.